Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Red here from Red Tone Studio. Today we've got an exciting review of some awesome gear, hopefully, sent to me over by NearStream, all the way from China. We have the AMIX40U audio mixer interface, the AM25X streaming microphone, and then the ST20 microphone boom arm. So whether you're a podcaster, streamer, or even maybe a music producer, these could be great tools for a budget audio setup. Let's dive in and see how well they perform. Everything arrived all in one big box, well packed, and they look really nice when you pull them out of that box. The build quality of the gear feels, okay, but nothing too flimsy here. We'll do a deeper dive as I walk through each one. You can tell that these are designed to be entry-level pieces of equipment with a price to match, maybe just excluding the boom arm. There's nothing wrong with that though if you're just starting out. So, just so you know, NearStream reached out to me for this review and sent me all of these products for free. They have a few bullet points that I need to mention about the product, but they have not given me a script or influenced my honest review. So we have the AMIX40U audio interface. It's compact, but apparently it's packed with features. The AMX25X microphone has kind of an odd design, but it seems functional, and the ST20 boom arm feels sturdy and smooth. Let's break down what each of these does and how they stack up. First up, the AMIX40U interface. This is an all-in-one solution for podcasters, streamers, anyone working with audio in a small studio or home setup. The interface comes with two XLR combo jacks, dual headphone outputs here on the front for real-time monitoring, and you can stream via Bluetooth, auxiliary, or USB. It also has a couple outputs and inputs back here. These have ultra-low noise preamps and 48-volt phantom power for condenser microphones. We'll test these out as we go. One feature that I think I'm really going to like is the HD LCD screen. Ooh, that's a nice peel. Which gives you that real-time information that you need. I guess here you can adjust the modes, the reverb, input sources on the fly. So hopefully it's super intuitive for live streaming or recording sessions. The AMIX40U also includes 0 to 100 gain knob, sound modes, original, deep, and bright, denoise features, which could be perfect for achieving a clean, balanced sound. For a podcast kit that needed to be mobile, this really could be the ticket. But let's hold our excitement until we get it all hooked up. Next, let's talk about the AM25X streaming microphone. You also saw that it came with a stand. The mic is designed for podcasters, streamers, or anyone who needs a crisp, clear vocal in their recordings or live streams. It has a super cardioid pattern, which means it picks up sound from the front while rejecting noises from the sides and the back. This is ideal for environments that might have some background noise or an untreated space like a bedroom, large studio like this. The AM25X can handle sound levels up to about 125 dB without distortion, so if you're speaking loud or get excited, it shouldn't clip on you. It says that it has advanced AI noise suppression, which could be a big plus, especially for streamers who want to reduce distractions like keyboard clicks, room noise, or fan noise. We will need to test this because I'm not sure how they are getting anything AI into this little box, and it is very light. So now let's take a look at the ST20 microphone boom arm. This thing is solid, and it looks like it's really designed to last. It features a 1/4 inch, 3/8, and 5/8 adapters, so it'll fit just about any mic that you might want to throw at it, which is awesome if you're going to plan to use other mics down the road. I love that it has this built-in cable management channel. Keeps your cables out of sight and organized, which always helps to keep your workspace clean. The boom arm is fully adjustable. You get 180 up and down movement, and you can rotate the base 360, and then the ends as well. That really helps to position your mic exactly where you need it without any hassle. It fits desktops up to 2 3/4 inches thick, and if you need some extra height, It also comes with a detachable riser that adds about 4.5 inches of height. This is great for customizing your workspace to fit your needs. And the build quality? I'd say it's pretty heavy duty, made out of high quality metal, which makes it durable and stable enough to hold microphones almost up to 5 pounds. So just about everything. I'm really impressed with this mic stand. For $80 US on Amazon, it isn't cheap. And the jury is still out on some of these other parts, but this is something I could see myself using quite a bit down the road. I do wish that it had one more articulation here at the bottom of the arm, like my current setup has. That would give me even more usability, but I'm not going to complain too much. So, that is enough talk. Let's set this up and see how she works. I'm going to use it fairly conventionally. I'm going to hook up the interface to my computer via USB. Then I'm going to hook up the mic to the interface via the XLR that I had to provide, and then mount it onto the boom arm attached here to my desk. The rest of the review will be using the audio from the NearStream mic, so you will be able to hear how it sounds as I walk through the setup and also how to use it. Alright, here I am back again. You saw me set up my desk. I've got the mic plugged in to channel 1 XLR here on my touchscreen, which I do like. I have it in input number 1, so here you can press the button to input 1 and it kind of walks you through the menu. So you can adjust the gain. I have found that the gain is, you can go way too high and you can get really distorted, at least with this mic. So we'll keep it here at a normal level. Right about there, I think, is where we need to be. Now, I've adjusted the gain. I've got my output, as you can see, all the way up, so that is what is recording. On the front panel here, I've got my headphones, which my Sennheiser HD 280s. I've got them all the way turned to hardware mode and plugged into channel 1. Now I'm not getting a whole lot of gain out of here. That's why I had to turn, if I turn the gain up on the mic all the way up, it does, get a lot louder in my headphones, but it gets a lot more distorted. So we keep the gain a little bit down, but it really doesn't drive my headphones enough. And that could just because they are studio grade headphones. But I really wish it had a little bit more drive on my headphones. Also, when I was setting it up, you need to have 48 volts turned on to the mic. And that is done with these front buttons here. Otherwise, it doesn't work. It will work if you keep the 48 volt off and then you plug in a USB cable into the mic, but that kind of defeats the purpose. This is a nice clean setup. I have my USB coming out of the USB OTG, whatever that means, and that is going into my interface, which is recording the sound that you're hearing now. Not in my interface, into my computer, which is recording the sound that you're hearing now. So overall, it sounds really good. Listen back doesn't do anything unless you have the proprietary software on your computer, which I have not installed yet. Bluetooth, you can set up Bluetooth. You can see it's blinking there, so you can run and stream, music in between your sets if you wanted to, if you're doing something live. Effects is for a ducker, apparently. I don't have 2 mics set up because they only sent me 1. So I haven't been able to test the ducking function. And then home just kind of takes you back to the home screen, nice and simple. Input 1, input 2, you can adjust the gain. If you hit them a second time, you can adjust the EQ. So right now it's on original. Now it's on deep. And now it's on bright. I'm not sure that you can hear it, at least in my headphones. Bright is a little bit brighter, of course. Deep has a little bit more low end, as you can hear. Let's keep it on original for now. Now we have the denoise function. and that'll cuts out the background. If I turn up the gain, you can really hear it. It does kind of have a little bit of a gate that could get annoying on some recordings, but I think overall, if you kept it on a 2, it would work pretty good. And then you have reverb, which is just one reverb style, and the more you dial it in, the louder the reverb gets. So I assume that's coming out to you guys. I would say it's not really a reusable reverb like in a podcast setting, at least not anything more than, 1 or 2 notches, because it really isn't that great. Let's go turn that off. So I would leave it off. There we go. This BGM button allows you to run music either in from USB, Bluetooth, auxiliary. So just your different ins that you have on the system. And here I can turn my headphones up a little bit. That might help a little. Yeah, that helps a little bit. Forgot about that. There's how you adjust your gain on your headphone amp. I have it all the way up, and now I'm getting, that's pretty good now, I would say. And then out is for what is going out to my interface. Overall, I think works really well. Moving on to the mic. So this is now set up. It is super light, but it does fit on the stand really well. None of the lights work. The knob doesn't work unless you have the USB plugged into it. So the 48 volts from the mixer do not drive any of the internals in the mic. So I can't mute it from here. I can't adjust the denoise settings. I can't even adjust the volume. That's all done now in the mixer. Probably the same software, so it's not that big of a deal. If you press and hold the input button, it does go away. So that automatically mutes it. So the boom arm moves around really well. The clips were easy to get in. I've got one here that pops out. I have noticed that the mic can never go completely 90 degrees up from the arm here. So it's always tilted just a little bit. There goes a clip. Just trying to see. Yeah, see, it's always off just a little bit, but really not a big deal. So what's the bottom line? I would say I'm fairly impressed with the setup of the NearStream. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. The AMIX40U audio interface gives you everything you need really in one compact package. The AMX25X microphone offers a decent sound quality with smart, easy-to-use features. The ST20 boom arm is really the star of the show. It's durable, it seems flexible, keeps your mic secure, while maintaining a clean and tidy workspace. If you're just starting out with podcasting, streaming, or recording, I think this gear gives you a solid foundation without breaking the bank. The quality, I think, is there. It's mostly user-friendly. It took me a little bit to get it going, but once I got there, it's really easy to use. I think this makes it a great option for both beginners and a little bit more experienced creators. So that's it for today, folks. I'll leave all the links for the products down in the description if you want to check them out for yourself. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more reviews and studio tips. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.